Hi everyone! Do you ever have a thought to kickstart your startup as a store business, to convert your ideas into practical and start the journey of entrepreneurs as store owners? Today, I would like to share with you the book summary I learned from the owner from Taiwanese vegetarian store, Delaisu. The owner converted his real tactics to a published book regarding how to plan and operate a store business. For the very initial stage, we need to understand what is our real purpose to start an entrepreneur journey. Usually, it can be due to two reasons. One is for the personal goal, else is one to change our current condition to better life. No matter which purpose we start with, we need to have an interesting idea that we want to carry out. To know which idea to start with, we can look for the pain points and the needs in our surroundings. A good idea does not need to purposely create. Once we have the initial idea, we need to test how big the market needs. If yes, then we need to carry out the market research and come up with a plan to differentiate from other competitors with blue ocean strategy. We can start our proposal by including current selling conditions, if we have any, market research, financial plan, pay back the debts, and many. A constructive proposal can win the hearts of investors, banks, and also able to help us to accelerate the growth of our business. Next, think about our financial plan. How much money do we really need? For a start, we maybe need a backup pool for about 2 to 3 months for raining days, investment in hardware, renovation, and many. For the backup pools of money, we can include the budget of human resource and rental and of course the cost for everything. The first goal we need to achieve for our store business is to achieve the break-even point. The break-even point is to take the calculation of earning, gross profit, down net profits. From here, we can understand how much money we need to cover for our operation costs. When we calculate the cost, it can split into fixed and dynamic. For the fixed cost, it can include renter, where for dynamic cost, it includes utilities, gas, and so on. After the cost estimation, we can start to calculate how many customers we need to serve and how much money they spend in order to earn our profits. Do the customer traffic analysis to understand which is the peak period and come out the right marketing strategy and have better manpower control. For customer traffic, it can continue to split into dine-in, takeaway, or delivery. From here, we can arrange a better seat arrangement in our store. The turnover rate of seats is the total customer divided by the total seats in the shop. With this calculation, this can help us to have a better understanding on the expected earning and carry out the necessary arrangements. Next, we can start to think about the item price, how much we need to sell and whether is it reasonable. We can use the strategy below as a guideline. First strategy, what are the needs we fulfill? Whether the value we provide is worth the price. Second strategy, estimate our cost and include the profit margins. Third strategy, avoid comparison. To avoid being compared to the price with another competitor's item, we need to differentiate our brand and items from them. Last strategy, take over consideration including competitor analysis, the value of items, and the service we bring out, and others. We also can categorize our items into 3 different categories. First category, high gross profit, high selling. Second category, low gross profit, high selling or high gross profit, low selling. The third category, low gross profit and low selling. With the categories of products, it will impact differently in our operation and earning. However, we can make use of the right strategy to achieve the goal. Now, we can start considering the selection of storefront. Find the right district and attract customers to purchase our items. Take consideration of the density of human instead of population. Doing a competitor research, analysis the customer behavior and their journey is essential things to do. For example, if we target lunchtime customer, within an hour, the customer needs to walk out from the office and purchase the food. So the waiting time for customer needs to be taken into consideration. Besides that, we need to consider branding. A great branding can have a good impact on our customer and increase their willingness to spend money on our product. The branding requires time to edit and evolve. It may take so much time when we just start up our company, our operation. However, a few things need to be considered when branding, including the basic design, the mission and vision, logo design, logo size, font type and size, overall design consideration. Uniform packaging, marketing materials such as flyer, name card and so on. Also, please note whether we need to register any trademark or not. Once we start the operation, we usually have a grand opening. However, we need to put in effort to make customers know us and purchase. So we need to do customer management for new and old customer. For old customer, if they like our service and items, they will come back and purchase. The old customer also will introduce their network and boost the traffic. A good branding is built on a foundation of trust. To continue this trust, a few things we need to consider is maintaining our standard of service and quality of products, creating SOP for our staff, the environment of the store, the professional staff, and so on. Once we have established, we need to keep the effort on our leadership, resilience, management, and so on. Have a regular meeting, inspect the procedure, and make use of the technology to increase the efficiency. Don't forget to record down the data. The right data analysis can help us to explore new opportunities or fix existing issues to maintain our growth. Here is the summary that I learned from this book. It is never easy to kickstart the entrepreneur journey. However, with this guide, hopefully it can serve you better. And thank you for watching my video. If you like it, please help me to share with your friends so they can benefit from this video as well. And see you next time. Bye bye.